Hey everyone, Aaron here with Canyon Adventure Vans. You guessed it, we're back with another install video. Today, we're gonna be covering how to install the Canyon solar light. This is gonna be specific for the Winnebago Revel, and this is what's all gonna be included in the kit that comes with this purchase. You're gonna have the light itself, the backing plate that allows you to mount it to the van. You're gonna have a 5/32 Allen key here, a remote that comes with it. You'll also have some instructions that come with this. I don't have that with us today, but you will have instructions. Mainly what those instructions are gonna do is tell you what the different settings are, the modes that you can put the light on. Some of them are like, the light will be full on, or it'll be on for 10 seconds when motion sensed or something like that. So that'll be in your instructions. You're also gonna have these two replacement 1/4" bolts, stainless steel, black oxide to prevent any rusting. You're gonna have these two neoprene washers and these neoprene washers as well that are just gonna go on the back side of this. So that'll actually be what we can do first, is take each one of these bolts and take your neoprene washer that has the metal on it as well. Wish I knew specifically what that's called, but we're just gonna go ahead and get that on there just like so. We'll do the same with this one. And then you can go ahead and put it through the hole of the mount, and then on the back side, it just kind of makes it easier. You can actually put this other neoprene or rubber washer on the back here, and that's going to kind of hold that bolt into place. That way you're not trying to do all this while you're up on the ladder trying to mount the light. Okay, do the same thing here. Okay, and then you can kind of set that on a surface like this to let those hang freely. As far as tools you're gonna need, this is gonna be included, this Allen key. I'm gonna probably be rocking my T-handle here, 5/32. The only other tool you're really gonna need is a ladder. So I'll meet you on the back side of the van and we'll show you how we put this light on. As far as prepping the van for what you're gonna need, we've already done that step probably months ago. I don't actually have the ladder mount anymore, but that is gonna be the first step, is taking out these two 1/4" bolts here and taking off your ladder mount by way of opening up your door and simply sliding that off once you have those bolts off. For the most part, they should come right out without any issues. These are actually riv nuts, threaded inserts, whatever you want to call them, but sometimes these don't get seated properly at the manufacturing site, and sometimes they'll actually spin with the bolt. Go buy a lottery ticket if that happens to you. It doesn't happen often, but it's kind of some bad luck that unfortunately you've been blessed with. And what you're gonna have to do is actually take off the inside panel of the door, get on the back side with a pair of pliers, hold that riv nut, and then take your bolt out. Not very fun. Another alternative would be grinding off or drilling off that bolt. Whatever you have the tools to do or the patience to do is up to you, but that is kind of a disclaimer of what can happen. But we've already got this off, so we're ready to actually mount the light. And all we're gonna do is just position our ladder to where we have the best, safest access to the mounting point. Okay, the right side up is gonna be the solar panel that's on top of this light, facing the sky, obviously, and our lovely logo here reading face up. Since we've already got our washers and everything on, really what we can do is pick which bolt we want to do first and kind of get our Allen key already in there, ready to go. And then just kind of carefully get yourself into position to get your bolt into your first hole. And as you can see, you don't have to get it perfectly lined up, you know, with where it's going to go. You're just trying to get that first bolt started. Get a few threads in, and then you can go on over to the other side. Okay, we'll get that one started. Okay, once you got a few threads on, you can kind of let it sit. And there is some play on these holes, and so you can kind of play with the whole light to make sure you're getting it, you know, as straight as possible. We do have this kind of straight line here on the van that we can kind of go off of. So we'll just make sure that we're where we want it ultimately, and then we'll go ahead and tighten it all the way down. Okay, and you don't want to go too crazy tight on this, but you definitely do want to compress the neoprene washer here on the outside, as well as the washer, the rubber or neoprene washer that's on the back side, just to prevent any water from leaking into your van. Okay, that looks pretty straight. I like that. Might actually raise this side a little bit. There we go. Okay. So ours has already been started up, but basically what you're gonna do is this yellow power button up here, you're gonna go ahead and hold that down for about 3 to 5 seconds, and then you should see your light turn on. You should see a colored light up here. So you'll see some yellow lights down here, about four LEDs down there, and then one other light's gonna light up here. And then you can actually cycle through the different settings that are on here, which you can also do on your remote. But you'll basically want to cycle all the way through until you have no lights here, and that's going to tell you that your light is off. This down here is going to tell you how charged your light is by way of how many lights are showing, and ultimately you do want all these off so that you're not on an on mode. And you're going to want to do this anytime you go to take off. What you don't want is for this to be in a motion activated mode, to where when a car pulls up behind you, now they kick off this light and you're blinding the car behind you and cause a 42 car pile up on the 405, which we don't want to be responsible for. And that's pretty much it. If you have it straight where you want it, nice and tight, that's it. You've turned it on, and now you can go ahead and cycle through on your remote to get it on the setting that you like for what your needs are. So there you have it, folks, our installation video of the Canyon solar light. Hope you got something out of this, found it interesting and helpful. All the links are going to be below in the description for where you need to follow us, like us, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. Have fun out there. We'll see you on the next one.